Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world, hello to you. My name is Dizzy, and this is an introduction to my upcoming video series where I will be teaching you how to get really good at Arena. Now, in this video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what the Arena system is. It's quite simple, folks. It's structured PvP combat on a couple of maps, and you basically zone in with a couple of buddies, either a buddy, two buddies, or four buddies of yours, and you play 2v2, 3v3, or 5v5 Arena. Why would you ever want to do that? Why would you want to make yourself fight these people? What do you get? Well, you get gear. Gear is really awesome. Take a look at my character. I've got all this epic gear that I'm wearing, and all of it, even this volcano card, I got from the Arena system. Where do you get this gear? Well, if you are Alliance, you go to the Old Town. Don't go here if you're Horde, because you're going to get killed. And if you're Horde, you go to the area right here. And you basically go in and you talk to the NPCs there and you say, hey, give me the gear. And they tell you, yes, you can have it. Or they tell you, no, you don't have enough conquest points. So what are these conquest points? Kind of like Valor points. If you've got Valor points, I actually don't. Yes, I do. And basically you get them for winning arena matches. Now, you say, oh, I have to win. Do I lose the conquest points if I lose? No, you don't. You don't lose the conquest points. If you win 1 out of 100 games, you're still able to get all the conquest points you want. You're just going to have to play a bunch of games. How do I get conquest points? I zone in arena or rated battlegrounds. If you can do rated battlegrounds, that's also awesome. But we're talking about arena here. And you try to win. Now, I have a lot of rating in my arena team. It's actually the first rank one and in this battleground. So if I was to queue up for arena, we'd fight really good people. Now, if you're just starting out, you're gonna fight people that are pretty new to arena as well. And if you lose a number of games too, you're gonna get to fight people that are basically just starting out as well. So it's gonna be a fair fight. And you just need to win a couple of games, and basically what you get is you get these conquest points, and it's based on your previous rating. But don't worry, even if you do horrible and you're just totally new to arena and you have no clue what you're doing, you're still going to have at least 1,400 points that you can get. 1,343 exactly. Then you go talk to this guy and you get to stare and gawk at the goods he's got. Now, usually what you want to do is, if you're just a new character, you want to save your points for 2 or 3 weeks, and you want to buy the weapon, because weapons are pretty important. It's what we hit our opponents with, or cast spells through, channel our magical energy through, or if we're a hunter, we shoot people with projectiles through them. So they're really important. And why would we want to buy them? Because they're epic. They've got high item level, they've got awesome stats. So once you get the weapon, you can get couple more pieces and you can start doing arena. Now, of course, I strongly recommend to everybody to actually try their best to play arena. So let's take a look at this mage right here. He's a smart fella. He's got the vicious gladiator main hand. Now take a look at all the other gear he's got. It's kind of okay. It's not really the best, but he's got a really awesome main hand, the vicious weapon. Really smart fella. He probably is a time traveler from the future, and actually he watched this video a couple of weeks ago and he got the advice. Let's take a look at a couple more people. Here is, for example, let's see if we can find somebody that doesn't have a weapon. Maybe this druid. No, this druid has got it. Okay, take a look at this hunter right here. He's level 85. Why did he buy this pike? It's a little bit incorrect. He should have bought the gun, or bow, because hunters shoot bows, not melee. Perhaps he's a melee hunter. But anyway, you get the gear. And later on, if you play a lot, or not a lot, but a couple of games every week, you can basically get all the pieces of gear. Even if you lose all the time, folks, you can still get all this gear except the 2 weapons. You're going to have the other epic weapons, not the super epic weapons. To get the super epic weapons, you need to have 2200 rating. So basically, that's the gist of arena. Creating a team is really easy. You basically click on the PvP panel, then you click on arena teams. You click on an empty spot. You name a team. So as we can see, we've got mushrooms here. So you choose the colors you want to have. Let's take a look at what we can use. Blue mushroom, and you name your team. There we go, we got a team, and now you add your friend to it. So you select who you want to add, and you add them. You type their name, Joe. It adds them, and then you invite Joe to the group, and then you click Conquest, join battle, and Joe and you are going to go into arena match against other opponents. Again, do not worry if you lose. It's alright to lose. Eventually, if you lose a number of games, the system will figure out that you're kind of new to arena, and it's totally cool, and it's going to match you against folks that are also new, so you're going to have a fair fight on your hand. And once you play a number of games, of course, you're going to be ready to get your gear. And of course, I strongly suggest, if you're a new character, to save for that weapon. Of course, if you got a weapon of your own, or you're looking at other gear you want to get, you can get those pieces as well. Now let's say you're done playing your 5 games, and you're like, okay, so I'm gonna be saving for my weapon. Let's say this hunter is doing that. What else can you do to do better in arena? Well, there's a lot of things you can do. Of course, I think the most important things you can do are watch the videos on this channel, because there's going to be a lot of advice that you can practice even if you're not doing arena. Now the other things you can do is you can queue for battlegrounds. Battlegrounds is like Kid Bop Arena. It's a little bit less structured. You don't really go in with people that you really match up with, and there's of course rated battlegrounds, but people are always like, oh, looking for 4K plus resilience, 700 item level. They have a lot of requirements, and they usually don't even win, but you can do rated battlegrounds as well. So battlegrounds, you queue for them from the same panel, and you join a rated battleground just like this. Pretty simple. If you're Alliance, of course, the queue is going to pop almost instantly. If you're Horde, you might have to wait until the next Ice Age, but it's alright. You're going to get that battleground queue to pop eventually. And then if you do the battleground, you get these things called honor points. So I've got 3,400 honor points right now. And what can you spend those on? Well, it's kind of like arena gear. It's the same kind of gear, except that the blue and it's a little worse. You go to this fella right here, and you say, hey, I want to buy, something. What do I want to buy? I'll buy a necklace. So there we go. I bought a necklace. Of course, you can sell it if you bought the wrong thing, so let's go ahead and sell it back to her. And you can get the gear, and it's very similar. For example, let's take a look at a similar piece of gear. We got the Epic and the blue wormhide helm. And the difference basically is the Epic one has more stats of everything, but the blue gear is still fine. For example,
be careful.
It's good enough to get you going. So if you don't have any more conquest points to get, and you don't think you'll get better rating, you can go ahead and queue for arena, or rather battlegrounds, and get the blue gear. And of course, everybody's done battlegrounds before, so definitely give it a try. And folks, remember, this is just an introductory video for arena, and remember, if you're doing it every week, you're on the road to success. Success is basically showing up and trying to do it. So get your buddy, make an arena team, 2v2, 3v3, whatever you want to do. Play those games, win your conquest point cap, start doing battlegrounds. A couple weeks from now, you're going to learn a lot of cool tricks about how to actually be a better player, of course, and you're going to have better gear, and you're going to find yourself winning arena matches that you never thought you could. Do battlegrounds in your spare time if you want to get that PvP gear, and of course, keep tuned to this channel. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to ask, and leave a comment on the video here. So enjoy, folks. This is Dizzy. This has been an introduction to arena PvP, and have a good day.